Participants, kindly occupy the front seats. Offline oral presenters, please report to the MC's desk. Offline oral presenters. Offline oral presenters, please report to the MC's desk. Participants of oral presentation, please report to the MC's desk. Students, kindly rise up. We welcome our privileged speaker, Dr. U. Srinivasalu Reddy, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Application, National Institute of Technology, Trichy. So I invite our guest, Dr. Jemima Priyadarshini, Head, Department of Data Science, Bishop Heber College, to share this session 3 on AI models for chronic disease and detection. Now I request Dr. Jemima Priyadarshini, Head, Department of Data Science, Bishop Heber College, to honor our guest speaker, Dr. Srinivasalu Reddy. Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Akila, Head Department of Bioinformatics, to honor Dr. Jemima Priyadarshini, Head Department of Data Science. Now I invite, thank you, ma'am. Now I invite our privileged speaker, Srinivasalu Reddy, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Application, National Institute of Technology, to deliver his talk on AI models for chronic disease detection. The session was shared by Dr. Jemima Priyadarshini, Head Department of Data Science. The session over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, one and all gathered here. Warm greetings to you all. I welcome you all for this plenary session 3. Today we have amidst us Dr. U. Srinivasalu Reddy from National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, an illustrious alumnus of our own Bishop Heber College. He started his academic career as a lecturer in the Department of Computer Science, Bishop Heber College, from 2003 to 2006. He started his research career as a full-time research scholar in National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. From 2006, he joined NIT Trichy as assistant professor in 2008, and he also received his PhD in 2013 from National Institute of Technology from the Department of Computer Applications. His research interest lies in applying various artificial intelligence approaches to extract useful patterns from different facets of societal challenges of high demand with economic benefit. The main aim of his work is to develop machine learning and deep learning models for various domains like agriculture, bioinformatics, and healthcare, etc. With this motivation, he has also established ML and Data Analytics Lab in 2015, and he is a core team of Center for Excellence in National Institute of Technology for Artificial Intelligence, established in 2020. His research team of 12 doctoral students and 10 postgraduate students are highly motivated with enthusiastic in working out to achieve better outcomes. For his credit, he has produced 10 doctoral till date and 10 postgraduate students annually. He has published more than 64 journal articles and conferences and 4 book chapters. He has also received Best Performer Award for 3 consecutive years, 2019, 20 and 21 from NIT Tiruchirappalli. 2 Best Paper Awards in IEEE International Conferences, and also recognized with the world top 2% scientists for 2023 by Elsevier and Stanford University's analysis published on September 2024 for his work in AI and image processing. He has also received various research grants of worth 127 lakhs from various funding agencies like ISRO, DRDO, DST, and Department of Electronics and Information Technology. He has also conducted various workshops, conferences, and training programs. He has also delivered or chaired various invited talks in national and international conferences, and he is a life member of Computer Society of India, an annual member of ACM, IEEE, and Analytical Society of India. Really, you are all privileged to listen to his plenary talk today. Young and energetic, resourceful resource person. Let's enjoy the session. Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So good sign. Power off. You are happy. No classes. Right? Had your lunch? Heavy lunch or light lunch? Heavy. You are getting sleep now, right? So 1 hour I am going to talk on an important topic of this title. What is the title? AI-driven approaches for chronic diseases, right? So thanks for the invitation. For Akila madam invited me for giving a keynote speaker for this international conference. And Priyadarshini madam, Jemima Priyadarshini madam introduced me. I studied from this same college. Okay, I'm working as associate professor in NIT Trichy. I'm happy to see all young minds, right? You'll be concentrate or you have any other business? So what is morning you might have heard? What is AI? Very good. That is not, it is an expansion, right? AI is, what is AI? It is what you told is expansion of AI, artificial intelligence. What is it? How many words are there in that? 2. What are the 2 words? Artificial, second one is intelligence. So you know what is artificial, which is not natural, right? Which is not nature. You have artificial gold, artificial laugh, something you tell, right? Then what is intelligence? What is intelligence? Where do you get intelligence? Who is intelligent in this room? Who is intelligent? Oh, me, right? All are intelligence, right? Now, how do you measure that intelligence? How do you measure? By using some measures, right? What is that measure? IQ, intellectual quotient. How many are there in this room? So many. All are having same IQ. Why? Same sun, right? Same atmosphere, same college, same classroom, same teacher. Then why IQ is differ? Why IQ is differ? Where it differs? The way we perceive the things, the way we perceive. Perception is differ from person to person. What is a perception? Looking at, right? See, everyone has sat on under the tree. Then who found out a gravitational force? Right? So why he has perceived in that way? Right? So that perception is differ from person to person. That makes a person to be intelligent, not to be intelligent. The person who has the ability to acquire and process and immediately tell. Right? That is person is an intelligent, right or wrong? So that we are called making man-made intelligence is called an artificial intelligence. Making a what one? Man-made intelligence or making mission to be intelligent is called as an artificial intelligence. How to make mission to be intelligent? First we should be intelligent, then we make a intelligent missions, right? Then that has to learn, right? That approaches I'm going to go through and after some slides, okay? Before that, what is the problem today? What is the problem we are going to discuss? What type of problems? Chronic diseases. First I will introduce what is a chronic diseases, then what is the importance of it, then I will introduce what is a AI, what are the methods we use, then I will combine both, okay? So what is chronic disease? What is a chronic disease? Diseases? Huh? What is the first one? Heart diseases, then cancer, then lung cancer, then stroke, Alzheimer, diabetes, kidney diseases, all we call it as an why it is called chronic diseases? What is that? What is that? Somebody told, no, what is that? Long term. A chronic disease is a condition that lasts long term, requires ongoing medical care. Why it is requires? Can limit the daily activities or day by day it becomes more worst. So early detection of these diseases are important or not important? Why you want to detect? We can, immediately we can give the treatment. It is not prolonged, right? We can cure immediately, our cost we can reduce, hospitalization we can reduce, all we can do, right? Right or wrong? Now see, video play பண்ணுங்க. Good sound. Because it is afternoon session, I made a slide and a video. Listen. Na koncham sound. See, sound is not that much. Okay. Now see, that video again I will play. So what it tells, AI is a very important tool to early detection of chronic diseases. Right? To detect that one, what do you want to do? How many, not only that, how many types? So diabetes, then now what is second one? So this one you see, is it a chronic disease? This one. Mental illness. What is that? Nowadays, we wrote one paper, stress detection by using machine learning. One BTech student has did a project. We published that paper in conference. It got 150 citations. That means how many people are now referring that paper? So that is important. Now everyone mentally affected with some kind of thing. Because of stress, all bad habits is equivalent to stress. All these chronic diseases will contribute to the, what is that? Mental illness. Yes or no? If any patient is there in home, will you feel happy? Or you will feel normal? Some mental stress will be there or not? Yes or no? So that kind of mental stress or mental illness will bring these chronic diseases. That's why early detection is very, very important. How we will detect that early detection? See, what is the market for these chronic diseases? What is the market in 2022? What is the market? How many dollars? 6.1. Right? Now, what is that expected market in 32? How much? 18.9 billion dollars. Now it is important or not important? Right? So now see, different diseases among this, which one has most dominating? Because of these things, right? Now chronic health issues most often tied with mental health. Right? Now, see this second one. Our India is, what is that? When 10 years back, we are staying in hostel only, 10, 15 years back. Here ground, we are going for walking morning. We had one, my senior and become a colleague. His name is Babu Anandraj. We, here one kada is there, na? Tea kada. What is this, this tea kada name? Adu sakkar kada, ide? Huh? Mama kada, yeah. We are going morning that time to take a tea. One person will go and walking like this. This Babu Anandraj is a funny fellow. He is asked, hey, Reddy Parra, ittan perku sugar irukada. Then that man told us, sir, really I don't have sugar, sir, but fitness I came for walking, sir. Don't mistake me, sir. See, you go morning time, how many people are going for walking to reduce the, but they are not changing their lifestyle, but they are taking medicines and eating everything. See, one time in 2019, in my case, we had 10 years, no promotions, nothing. That time interview came. All automatically what comes in our mind? Stress will come or not? That leads to diabetes. I went to Tilayanagar hospital and doctor, he said it is a stress-based diabetes. You change your lifestyle, will not come into your life. Then within 3-6 months, whatever his suggestions he told, I did, no diabetes, nothing, till today. Right? So now we are not following our habits, we are not changing our lifestyle. But we want to live in that and give most of the money for hospitals and all. So now we have a different technologies to detect early in this. Right? Now see, these are the major chronic diseases. What is the first one? Cardiovascular, then stroke, lung cancer, thyroid diseases. Now what is this one? Whether only one chronic disease at a time a person will get? Huh? Only one? See here, had 2 or more chronic conditions. Right? So had 2 or more chronic conditions. So in this age group, it is a possibility that 2 or more chronic diseases will come. In India, which state has more chronic diseases? See. Right? Tamil Nadu, how much? 6.7. Now see, top 5 districts high cardiac emergencies in 2023. Which one? Ahmedabad, then Surat, Rajkot and all. Now where Tamil Nadu falls? Here, right, see. Right? Now there is a need to detect this one, yes or no? So what is the need to detect a chronic diseases? Why we want to detect? What is the first one? What is the first one? Huh? Early diagnosis and prevention. So if early diagnosis, what we can do? We can give timely medical interventions. Right? So that what we can do? We can slow or prevent disease progression. When it is going beyond treatment level, so that we can do. What is second one? Identify at-risk individuals also. What is second one? Improve the treatment outcomes. If early stages you detect, you can give treatment or not. Right? So that, see, early detection often leads to more effective treatment, reducing complications and improving patient survival rate. So that's why even some students not studying properly, so we have now system. What is that system? CT1, CT2, then main exam. Previously when we studied, only one exam, that university exam. We perform well, only that day, okay. Otherwise year end, no use. But for you, not like that. If you are CT1, you are not getting good marks, what you will do? Huh? You will get more. Now you lose, now you leave that one. Now what you will do? Now you will give some more attention to get the marks, right or wrong? So that way you can do that, improving a treatment outcomes. What is your outcome? To get a better results, get a better marks. So the early, then reducing a healthcare cost. Not only that, enhancing quality life, minimizing mortality and complications, public health, and last one is our topic. What is last one? Advances in AI technologies like machine learning and all to enhance early detection and diagnostic of your things. There two technologies are telling. What is this technology? What is this one? Telemedicine and wearable devices. You know what is wearable devices? What are the wearable devices? Huh? See this. How many wearable devices are there per person? Huh? See that diagram. For everything they have a wearable devices. Now the future is like that only. For everything, no touch, right? Even face mask, neck pain, chest pain, Arthma band, everyone smart watches, right? To check all these wearable devices. What these wearable devices will do? Huh? It will collect the information, data, right? Then who is process that data? Huh? What is the first one here? See, advancement in AI technologies. In this, what is second line? You see, wearable devices and mobile applications help continuous monitoring of vital signs, predicting potential health risk. These wearable devices will get the data from human body. That will transform to where? That will transform to, see, I will tell you, you can remember, three technologies are emerging technologies or disruptive technologies. What are the three technologies? Anybody? Anybody? Three technologies are very important nowadays. What are the three technologies? With human body you can tell. What is the first technology? Our eyes, ears, all this we called what? Huh? Sensors. What it will do? It will sense and give the signal to brain. Brain will act. Now all these we called it as an IoT sensors. All these are called as an IoT. All are connected or not connected? To connected to our body or not? Yes. So first emerging technology is called IoT. In this we have lot of IoTs. IIoT, industrial IoT, medical IoT, MIoT, right? Wearable devices also comes under this type of, right? You got it? First one is, what are that? IoT devices. What is second technology? This has generating vast amount of data. Who is processing? Who is processing? Huh? I'm asking one question, you are observing, then you are getting my question, then how you will tell answer? You process something now. Where you process? Brain. Now brain act as a, here another technology. What is that technology is called? Artificial intelligence. Our human brain is an artificial intelligence. Now we have that data, everything digitalized, right? What is a guarantee that my data is not leaked? Or data not spread to somebody? What is that technology? Cyber security. In that, which technology they use? One technology. Start with B. Blockchain. To secure your digital data. Now which technology they are using? Blockchain technology. Now you tell me what are the three disruptive technologies? IoT devices. Second one is artificial intelligence. Third one is blockchain. Our topic is second topic. Now artificial intelligence, right? See here. What is artificial? Now we are integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning to get this kind of advancements. What are the advancements? Accuracy, optimized treatments. Then we are generating insights, disease, right? To manage the or help the disease management. What is the theme you are written in a banner? Banner, you see that that side one banner is there. Transforming data to discovery. Where is data? Now where is data? All these wearable devices are generating what? Generating data. From this data, what you have to do? SpO2, for example, you take it. You go to hospital, they'll take SpO2. What they'll discover? Respiratory system, right? How much your oxygen level is, they discover or not? Yes or no? So now you are transforming data into discovery through help of what? AI. Now first disease. Na idhula sound varuma parunga. இல்லை இது பின்னு போட்டாலே வருமே.
Devices across decision support, monitoring, and remote care. We're witnessing a paradigm shift from reactive to proactive.
Now see.
Artificial intelligence, AI, is revolutionizing the field of chronic disease management by providing tools that enhance the accuracy, efficiency,
Listen.
and personalization of care. AI-driven technologies leverage vast amounts of health data, ranging from electronic health records and genomic data to real-time biometric data, to predict disease trajectories, tailor treatment plans, and improve patient outcomes. For instance, machine learning algorithms can analyze patterns in blood glucose levels to assist in diabetes management, enabling more precise dosing recommendations for insulin. Similarly, AI models can predict exacerbations in chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or heart failure by monitoring subtle changes in patient data that might be overlooked by humans. This proactive approach facilitates earlier interventions, potentially reducing hospitalizations and improving quality of life. Furthermore, AI enhances patient engagement and adherence to treatment through personalized health coaching apps that adapt to individual behaviors and preferences. By integrating AI into wearable devices and smartphones, patients receive real-time feedback and reminders to take medications, exercise, or measure their blood pressure, seamlessly incorporating health management into daily life. As AI technology continues to evolve, its integration into chronic disease management promises to transform traditional healthcare paradigms, offering more dynamic and responsive care solutions that are tailored to individual needs.
What this video tells? So integration of AI will help. What it will help? To transform the traditional treatment into proactive approach. Before it happens, it will detect and it will give the personalized suggestions. Right? That way this AI will help. Right? That AI only we are going to study now. Okay. See, what is this one? Heart. What are the diseases we'll get? Heart attack, right? Today will be there. Tomorrow?
AI-powered medical devices for cardiovascular healthcare. Current status
currently.
and future directions. Today, we embark on a journey through one of the most transformative forces in healthcare, AI.
See, how
With
it
over
will
900
transform, I will tell later, right? Now, up to this you understood what are the different type of chronic diseases, right? Now, which have a longer time. Now, what we are going to integrate? We are going to integrate it with which technology? AI. What is AI? Artificial intelligence is the expansion. What is AI? Making mission to be intelligent. Intelligent mission. Making a intelligent mission or human made intelligent is called artificial intelligence. Where this intelligent has come? From mimicking the, what are these 5 things? Human senses. What are the 5 senses? Eyes, nose, Yes. Then touch, tongue. What is this? No, smell is there or not? Now, first one, with this first one, what innovation happened? What innovation? Camera can see with which technology? We have one technology called computer vision. Computer vision. For example, now we take a Google map. Google map works based on what? Google map, many of you have seen, right? Works based on what? What is that inside there? One GPS system. What is that? Global position. What it gives? It gives the latitude, longitude, then direction, right? Now, same Google map, you take it. Can we see that buildings? Street views? How it is working? Satellite. What is there in that satellite? Now they are moving from GPS to another technology called VPS. What is that VPS? Visual positioning system. We can visualize with the help of, how we can visualize this room? With help of what? Eyes. Right? That is the first sense. Through computer vision, we are able to visualize. Even autonomous vehicles, FASTag, all the examples. Right? What is second one? What is second one? Yes. What is the Siri, Alexa and all there? What is third one? Touch screen. For fourth one, what is the fourth one? Anyone? Fourth. What innovation happened for fourth? Huh? Smell based. What is that? Smoke detectors. Then, for example, if I keep Hakim biryani here, mutton biryani, how many will concentrate my class? Why? Your smell will attract. But same Hakim biryani 5 days old. Why? Will run away, right? So your nose is able to distinguish good smell with bad smell. Even we have a disease, if we go to doctor, right? Doctor will tell, open your mouth. Right? Why? Not only see the tongue, he will smell it. If you have a disease, your mouth will give which smell? Bad smell. From that he will diagnose, right? What kind of disease you have. That kind of mechanisms are there, right? That we can mimic through our natural nose. Similarly, that we call as an e-nose, electronic nose. Now they have similarly e-tongue, electronic tongue. Based on these 5 senses, they made it as an, what is that? Making intelligent mission is nothing but a artificial intelligence. What are the different stages of AI? Narrow, general AI and super AI. Where we are now? Where we are now? General or narrow, right? What is a narrow AI? Dedicated for one task at a time. That we are doing. What is general AI? Human is performing only one task. Now you are sitting here, but not doing all kind of chatting, multitask, right? You are sitting here thinking of something, right? Now what is next one? We are going for super AI. What is super AI? Intelligent than human. As long as robo movie, that Chitti, no senses will get, right? Is good man. When he get feelings and everything, he become a villain to own creator, right? So that was a super intelligence. Now world is going behind the where? Super intelligence. Because so many deep learning models, generative AI models, explainable AI models have developed to treat all these things, right? Now see, when AI is developed? 1950. Now what is the year now? 5, right? Why so many years happen? Why? What are the stages or what are the approaches previously they used? In 1950s, which approach they used? Any idea? AI has 3 stages. What are the 3 stages of AI? Narrow AI, general AI, super AI. Like that, AI has 3 approaches. First approach is expert-based approach. First approach is expert-based approach. Whom do you call expert? The person who has the in-depth knowledge in a particular field, that person is called an expert. Right? Now, you take a real-time problems. All are static in nature or dynamic in nature? Dynamic. Right? Writing a rule for a static system are easy or dynamic system are easy? Writing a rule for static is easy or dynamic are easy? Static is easy. Unfortunately, 80% of our problems are dynamic in nature. That's why this rule-based system, rule engine is not applicable for all the problems. Right? Every time rules changes. Right? So that time it has to adapt that rule system. You have to devise new rules. That's why it has a limited application. Next they move to another approach. What is the next approach? What is the first approach? Expert based approach. Second approach is intelligent based approach. Intelligent based approach. What intelligent we got it from this? What is this? Human brain. What is there inside? 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 Neuron. How many neurons? How many neurons? 1, 2, 100. Billions of neurons. All are connected or not connected? ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் போயிடுச்சானா என்ன சொல்லுவான்? மென்டலு, லூஸு, பைத்தமா, ஸ்க்ரூ லூஸ் ஆயிடுச்சா, என்ன கட் ஆயிடுச்சா சொல்கிறோமா இல்லையா? Who made that connections? Who made? God only, right? Right or wrong? Is there anybody sitting on your head and making all connections? No. But this is by nature we have. That network, what is a neural network? Exchange of information between any two nodes. Here two nodes are two neurons. Now I am asking one question. You are responding or not? That means your neural system working properly, mine's also working properly, right? Now that exchange of information between two nodes are called network. This neural network naturally we have. Then what they developed from this intelligent approach? Artificial neural network. This neural network is nature or artificial? Before this artificial, only this neural network you take. Is it nature, by nature, or we made any modifications? It is by nature. What we are doing? We are artificially mimicking functionality of our neural system, how it works. Then we are made it as one intelligent algorithm. Is called as what algorithm? Artificial neural network. What is the next algorithm? What is this one? You know all, right? From this, what intelligent you observed? Evolutionary. What is the basic entity here? Here basic entity is neuron. What is the basic entity here? What is the basic entity? Monkey. What is basic entity? What is basic entity? Gene. Right? What is gene? What is gene? When you stretch a chromosome, you will get a DNA. Entire DNA is a gene. Entire DNA is a gene. Only segment of DNA which has the ability to produce protein. That is called as gene. Simple to understand. If any good work, many girls are there. Any good works if you do in home, how mothers will appreciate. Ella ennoda வளர்ப்பில்லை ஒரு வார்த்தை யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. என்ன வார்த்தை? என்னோட ஜீன்ஸ் தான். அதே தப்பு பண்ணிட்டு வரட்டும் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? அப்பா ஜீன்ஸ் தானே வந்துச்சுன்னு திட்டுவாங்களா இல்லையா? அதே தான். Based on this, what intelligent we got it? What algorithm they developed? Anybody? Genetic algorithm. Okay. Like that, another intelligent approach. What is this intelligent? Bird and fish behavior, they developed a particle swarm optimization. Next one is C. What is next one? And based on ants behavior and intelligent, they developed one intelligent approach is called ant colony optimization, right? Another intelligent, what is this? Human brain, always fuzzy or clear? Fuzzy in nature. Based on that, they developed a fuzzy system and fuzzy logic. All this comes under which approach? What was the first approach of AI? The stages, that one. Approaches. What is the first approach? Expert based approach. What is second approach? Intelligent based approach. In intelligent based, what are the techniques? What is the first technique? ANN. What is ANN? Artificial neural. What is second one? Huh? Genetic algorithm based on gene. Third one, what is third one? Particle swarm optimization. Fourth one, anti-colony. Fifth one is fuzzy. Like that, so many techniques are there. Right? Now, what is third approach? Third approach is learning approach. What is that learning? Why you gathered today here? To learn something, right? What is that first statement? See? What is first statement? Is being, what is that? Changes system, enables the system to do same task more efficiently. That means practice makes man perfect. What is second one? Learning is constructing or modifying what being experienced. Right? Third, you see this. What is this learning? Is it easy or difficult? Easy. How many thoughts a person will get a day? How many thoughts? Many. How many are useful? Then he said, changing useful mind, very easy. Getting useful thoughts are difficult or easy? Very, very difficult. You want to learn something, first what you have to do? You have to set your mind. What do you set to your mind? Only come and sit, get attendance, then conference over, we'll go. If you have that kind of mindset, will you learn? Very, very difficult to learn. Whatever we teach now, it will not get into your brain at all. Right? Because you are made mental blocks. Already you blocked. Vandama, ukkandama, andama, ponama, na. அப்போ எப்படி படிப்பு வரும்? வருமா? வராதுல? கிளாஸ்லேயும் அப்படி தான். போனானா இந்த வாத்தியார் வந்தானா எனக்கு என்ன சொன்னாலும் புரியாதுன்னு நீயே ஃபஸ்ட் என்ன நினச்சிருப்ப? அப்போ வந்து காற்று இல்லை, எறும்பு கூட போகாது. அந்தக்குள்ள வச்சிருக்க மாட்டீங்க, எல்லாம் பிளாக் பண்ணி வச்சிருப்பீங்க. That will not give any kind of learning. Learning starts from changing your mindset. So that is the learning, is making useful changes, because consider your thoughts that become your habits. Consider your habits that become your actions. Consider your actions that become your character. Consider your character that become your behavior. Consider your behavior that become your attitude. Consider your attitude that become your destiny. You want to reach destiny, what should you consider first? Thoughts. Right? Thoughts are more powerful. The way you think it, the way you are. The way you think it, the way you are. So now the thinking is very important in learning aspect. So based on this learning, they developed one concept is called, what is that concept? What concept? Machine learning. Refers a system capable of autonomous acquisition and integration of knowledge. What is that machine learning types? Different types are there. What are, anybody? 3 types. What are the 3 types? Supervised, unsupervised, reinforced. When we use supervised learning? When we have a data set, right? In that data set, class labels are clearly defined. You know the targets, then you can. Right? For example, how to classify this classroom into 2 classes? Girls and boys. What should be known before dividing? Gender. Gender is the now class label. Without knowing class labels, we cannot classify. When you know the targets, class labels, then we can go for supervise. That gender is supervising you to classify. It may be binary classification, multi-classification, anything. Right? That is supervised learning. Right? Similarly, what is unsupervised learning? Whenever we don't have class labels, then we can go for unsupervised learning. Okay? Then when we use reinforcement learning, first I told, whenever we have a class labels, we can use supervised learning. Class labels does not known, then we can go for unsupervised. When we go for reinforcement, how many of you used GPay, Phone Pay? You know, no? What you will get the first transaction? Rewards. Right? After 5 transactions, what you will get? Better luck for next time. Sir, how many of you moved from other services to Geo? Right? Then now Geo is free of cost? No, right? So that for reward and penalty approach used in reinforcement learning. Whenever environment is unknown, that time you will use, what will use? Reinforcement learning. That works based on the reward and penalty. Right? So these models I will see here. What is the reinforcement learning? What it does? What is the first thing? Observe, select the action, and action get the reward or penalty. If you can update that policy until you will get a optimal, right? That way all real-time problems we work reinforcement learning. So now this machine learning has some difficulty, then they move to which learning? Deep learning. Can you tell me the difference between machine learning and deep learning? Now we have two types of friends. What are the friends we have? Best friends and close friends. Close or best same than what is hi bye friends? Best friends. Can you differentiate? Who is hi bye friends? We'll tell only hi. We will go deeper into it. We'll know everything. But what about deep friends? Huh? You'll know everything, right? You'll spend more time. Why you spend more time? Not because of best friends. Why you send? Whether they are suitable for me or not. Right? That from that what you are going to get? You are extracting useful information which are suitable for you or not. Right? When you will get, when you go deeper, that means same machine learning from input to output, you extend number of hidden layers. That is called a deep learning. Best friends are which learning? Deep learning. That means you are extending number of hidden layers in between input and output, so that you will extract more features. Right? What are the deep learning models we have? Why deep learning becomes so popular? Because of one concept. You can note it down, because many people are telling deep learning is so because of GPUs. What is GPU? Graphical processing unit. Because of computational power is available with help of GPUs. That's why deep learning becomes so popular. Why? Because in a olden 10 years back and all, after news, you will get 1 minute news. What is that? After the end of the news, one person will come and tell, tomorrow it's going to be heavy rain. So we'll feel happy. Right? What will happen next day? Why? That time data was there, but computing power is limited. Nowadays, we can predict accurately the minute also. At what minute rain is going to come. Right or wrong? So because of the GPU has internally massive parallelism is available. Because of the GPU systems, 21.7 times faster than the CPU. Now, previously we were working in CPUs. Now we are moving to GPUs. What is the next one? Anybody? Next they are moving to QPU. What is QPU? Quantum Processing Unit. Previously we are with the CPU. Now we are currently with GPU. Now they are moving to QPU, Quantum Processing Units. That yet to come in the market. 2026, there now recently quantum process they released, but they are testing. Right? So that is the power to reduce the time for deep learning models training. They are using a QPU. Right? What are the models in deep learning? See here. What is doing? Extracting in machine learning, giving classifier and doing. But here, deep learning, they have different layers, they will extract. Okay, how many models? 3 models are there, important 3 models. What are the first model? DNN, second one is CNN, last one is RNN. When we use DNN? For classification and forecasting. When we use CNN? Image classification, right? Then when you use for RNN? Language, sequence of things will come, then we use the RNN. In this again we have a pre-trained models. Now, or transfer learning models, AlexNet, GoogleNet, ResNet and all. In RNN, we have an LSTM models. Okay. Now, see, next, from that, where we started AI, what are the different approaches in AI? What is the first approach? Expert-based system. Second approach, intelligent. Third approach, learning. In learning, what we did? Machine learning and deep learning. What is the advancement of this one? Generative. So I will tell simple terms. AI is a system capable of doing three things or three tasks. What are the three tasks of AI? What it can do? What it can does? In supervised learning, what we are trying to do? In supervised learning, classification, right? In unsupervised learning, what we are trying to do? Clustering, right? In supervised learning, again we are doing prediction. So AI is a system capable of doing only three tasks. What are the three tasks? Classification, clustering and prediction. Classification, clustering and prediction. Now generative AI, what is generative AI? Is also a system capable of generate the content. Capable of generate the content. What content it will generate? Now anybody give assignment, now what you will do? You ask ChatGPT. What is GPT? Expansion for GPT? Generative pre-trained transformers. Generative pre-trained transformers. What it generate? It generate the content. What content? It may be text or image, audio, video, everything it will generate. What are the models in generative AI? See, generative AI is a subset of artificial intelligence. What are the models? These two are important models, right? GAN and variational autoencoder. They use this now transformers. So what is the GPT expansion? Generative pre-trained transformers. Now we have very good technology we call as vision transformers. That is giving 4 times better than your all transfer learning models. So that is a very good models. You see here, GAN. Now you might have heard deep fake, like somebody morphing the page, right? Generating content or even audio, video, everything they're generating. How they're generating? There are two functions in GAN. One is a generator, other one is a discriminator. What is the purpose of generator? Generate the huge content, right? Whether that content is correct or not, who is checking? Discriminator with real-time data. For example, very simple to understand, you write pages of pages in exam. How many marks you will get at end? So you generate the content. Who will validate? You are the generator. Who is the discriminator? Teachers, right? Till answer is correct, right? Real samples, will check. Right? Similarly, here auto encoder and decoders. These are the two famous models in generative AI. So far, now I taught basic models only, right? Inside we have each one we can take one day, right? Now in machine learning, what are the three types? Three types. What are the three types? Supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. In deep learning, three models. What are the three models? DNN, CNN, RNN. Now chronic diseases we see. Now how to combine that? This and all basic things now you already know. What is this one? What is this one? Healthcare data. What are the data? This is which data? Numerical. This is which data? Categorical. This is a text data here, X-ray, video, speech and all, right? Now we have to use data analytics there. What is the data analytics? This is the data, right? You have to analyze. We have data analysis and data analytics. Analysis and analytics both are same. Analysis is the process. Analytics is making useful decisions from where? From the analysis, which should give the best result. That means ROI, it should increase the ROI value. What is ROI value? Return of investment. I invest this much, what is the return I am going to get? That kind of useful decision we can take through which one? Data analytics, right? In this data analytics, we have three types. In between diagnostic, you leave it. What are the three types of analytics? What is the first one? Descriptive. Second one is diagnostic. After that, predictive. Third one is prescriptive. What is the descriptive analytics? How to describe this one? How to describe this one? Color, shape and all, right? So this is the description of the data. Now we have a medical data. Now what type of data we have to, what you have to do? Describe. Then we are going to predict. Predicting means, what is the prediction? Predicting unknown value with the help of known value. Predicting unknown values with the help of known values. What is the prescriptive? Last one. Prescriptive. What is the last one? Optimizing. How to remember this one for a longer time? For example, you go to shopping, Deepavali time, Christmas time or a New Year time, you go for shopping, right? Will you use these three type of analytics or not? Yes or no? What you will do? First, we will go into shop. We'll see different dresses, different patterns, different brands. All this comes under which type of analytics? Huh? Descriptive. After that, what you will do? You take 10 dress and go for trial. Why we are going for trial? You will check whether it is suitable for me or not. What you are trying to do, which analytics you are applying? Predictive analytics. Once you will get, then you will come to counter. What you will do there? You will check your, right? So there what you are doing? Optimize. According to your budget, you optimize. Optimize means minimizing or maximizing. What you will minimize? If that color is already there, this pattern is already there, rate is increased, right? You will remove or not? So that is that. What are the three types of analytics? Everywhere we are using. What is the first type of analytics? Descriptive. Second type? Predictive. Third type? Prescriptive. That is optimizing. That we are doing, right? Now see, the human body is a source for big data. Now what is a big data? Genomics is a big data problem, right? Now what is a big data? 3 V's. What are the 3 V's? Important? Volume, velocity and variety. What volume is nothing but size of the data. What is second one? Velocity is speed of the data. Then variety is type of structure or unstructured, right? Now see, volume is data trust. Velocity is data in motion. Variety is in many forms, structured, unstructured, semi-structured. Veracity is data in doubt. These are all open data. That is an open and many values. Your data should give values like that. Now V's are increasing, right? Now you see, not only that, what is this data now? If you come to chronic diseases, what is this data? Genomic, right? Then transcriptome, then proteome, then metabome. All this data from transcription, expression, gene expression, then translation function. This data we have to combine and data should be integrated. This data you are going to give to the where? Artificial intelligence. What data is getting? Blood and tissue data. Here multiple omics. What are the multiple omics? This one, right? That we are getting. Imaging data, screening, EMR, all other factors, risk factors. We are supplying to where? Artificial intelligence. Inside that, this artificial intelligence, inside what is there? So now see, traditional, we are giving the data, we'll get the result. But whereas here you see how much of data we are giving, high dimensional data, then we are applying machine learning, we are predicting the results. This, what are the 3 types? Supervised, right? Unsupervised. For reinforcement, we can use this. Now see, what we are trying to do, data source input we are giving, we are applying, what we are applying here? Deep learning, we are getting the precision, right? Now, see, what is this important problem? Breast cancer. What are the steps? What is the data they are taken? How much data set they are taking? What is the size of data? 699 samples, out of which cancerous how many are not cancerous, right? This data. Now they are giving all the samples, right? Now what is the steps? How many steps they are doing? So what is the first step? Divide the data set into 70, 30. What is that? Now we have to get the data. This 70 is for training, 30 is for testing. 70% is for training, 30% is testing. Once you get that, then you have to define the next one, metrics. What are the metrics? Measurements. For prediction problem, what are the metrics we use? For prediction problem? In prediction problem, what models we use? Regression models. For regression, what are the metrics? R square, adjusted R square, MAE, RMSE are the metrics. For classification, what are the metrics? Accuracy, precision, recall, F measure. For clustering, what are the metrics? We use the similarity measures. So that we have to define. Then evaluating the metrics. Okay, evaluating the metric, creating neural network model. So they created this model. After that, evaluating the ROC curve, then visualizing the boundaries, whatever the points fall here, they have a cancerous or not cancerous. That we can decide. This in Stanford University, they are doing this. Okay. Not only that, now see here. What type of chronic diseases we have seen? What are the type of chronic diseases? Cancer, diabetes, heart, kidney and all. So these data we have to collect. In machine learning, we have 5 steps. What is the first step is data collection. So where we are getting, for example, I am doing with a cancer. Which type of data I have to collect? Related to cancer, right? Which type of cancer? That you have to do. If heart or kidney, that data you have to do. Then here, right, we did right here. We have to collect and integrated the data. Data collection is very, very important. Because we are living in the era of data-driven approach. If you understand data properly, then your model is already there. Okay. So you have to understand first data. Once you understand the data, what is the next one? You have to, second step, one data collection. What is second step? Data pre-processing. Why you want to do data pre-processing? To prepare the data, to remove the outliers, to remove the noise, to remove the unwanted values, missing values, all data pre-processing. Right? Once you do the data pre-processing, third step is model training. You have to train your model. How do you train? Based on 70-30 we have split, right? That way you have to train the model. After that you have to evaluate the model. Last step is deploying the model. Now what is here doing? What is second here doing? Data pre-processing, cleaning, removing irrelevant entries, remove the biased values and outliers and all they are removing. After that they are applying different classification and doing the model evaluation. Right? See here. What is this problem? What is this problem? What is this? Alzheimer's disease detection. What they are doing first? Image, they are taking brain images, then image segmenting, they are extracting useful features, not with the machine learning. They are using many deep learning models because extracting the useful patterns which contribute for Alzheimer's disease is very, very important. If you don't properly extract that features, then you will not get a correct classifiers. Right? After that, you identify image with AI techniques, then recognize whether the person has a Alzheimer's or not. Okay. Now see next. So what is this data? What are the data collection pre-processing? We are using different. What is EHR data? What is EHR? What is EHR? Electronic health records. That data they are getting, right? AI model data cleaning, everything. Here what they are using here? You see here. Large language model comes under generative AI. Large language model comes under generative AI. Then their early diabetic prediction, chronic disease prediction they are using. Okay. The different challenges are there. Patient safety and protection, bias and fairness, accountability, this and all different challenges still exist because If you go to medical field, whether their data easily they'll give? They will not give, right? Because it is in a privacy, right? So that is very difficult now. For that reason, what people are doing, now they are generating synthetic data. It is look like real data. It is look like real data, they are generating synthetic data. For that, they are using a generative AI models. What are the different, see here. These are all the different classifiers we are using for different data. Now neural network, decision tree, random forest, KNN, SVM, all are classifiers. So now each one, we have base classifier, ensemble classifiers. Random forest comes under an ensemble model. Okay, that models we are taking and grouping according to, right? So here also, same heart disease. See, from this you can understand data is very important. Once you know the data description, then models according to the data you can get your models, right? Then you will evaluate with the different parametrics. Okay. So here they are using which models? Different ANN, SVM, LR, decision tree and all, and they are predicting and giving. So if data is not sufficient, what we are trying to do here? What we are doing? Which model this one? Which model this one? What is this model? Anybody? GAN model. What is a GAN? Now write here training set image generating synthetic images with real images, what it is finding, whether it is real or fake. So that way now, right? Now what we can do, we can collect, now you have to choose the problem, which chronic disease you have to concentrate, take that problem, apply your ML DL models, whatever the see here, different ML models they used, different DL models we can use, so that we can get the early detection, even lung cancer and all, right? That we can do and go ahead. Okay, because now see last one, my health is without if you, right, you are healthy, you can be survive, right? You can work. If your health is not supporting, whether anybody will give job? Nobody. So that's why these chronic diseases, you have to, early detection is very, very important, right? Without proper early detection, then you have to spend lot of money and it is waste. For that, which technology now they are using? Which technology? Artificial intelligence to detect that. Okay, I'll summarize. I'll start with chronic diseases. Then what are the different chronic diseases? How we are apply AI? What is AI? What is AI? Making mission to be intelligent. What are the stages of AI? Narrow AI, general AI, super AI. What are the approaches of AI? 3 approaches. What are the 3 approaches? Expert based approach, intelligent based approach, third one is learning. In learning, what are the things we have studied? First machine learning, then deep learning. In machine learning, what are the topics? Supervised, unsupervised. In supervised, we have a clustering problem. In that classification, in that classification, we use an SVM, logistic regression, KNN, decision tree, all are classifiers only. Okay. Then we move to the DNN. What is that? Deep learning. When we use deep learning, DNN models are 3. What are the DNN, CNN, RNN? When we use deep learning, when we have a used data, it is unable to process with the help of machine learning, then we can use the deep learning. Deep learning uses which hardware? Uses one concept. What is that? GPUs. Computation can be performed with the help of GPUs. Right? Then we move to, what is the next topic? Generative AI. What are the 2 models? What is the purpose of generative AI? To generate the content. That content may be here what we generated. What we generated? Images, right? We can generate video, audio, everything. Okay. For that they are using 2 models. What are the 2 models? GAN model and VAE, right? so that we can take one chronic disease and we can work it out. Okay. If I have any doubts, I'll feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll stop. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Can ask any questions, or if you want to clarify your doubts, you can clarify with sir. I think now your mind is, brain is full of useful informations. You need to process it today. If you want, you can clarify.
Any doubts? You understood anything? Understood or not understood? Huh? See, this is only 1 hour talk. We can't give detailed. Okay, peripheral level we told what is there and all. Then now it is your duty to take into next level, right? You have to read and you have to study what is the model, how it will apply and all. Right? I showed some slides. I'll share the slides. If you want, you can take it. Okay? Okay, wish you all the best. Thank you.
So there is a doubt in online participation. They asked the question, sir, can data augmentation be done for smiles like data?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, data augmentation can be done, but what is the problem with the data augmentation is quality of the data is missing. When we rotate and we do some kind of slicing, rotating, flipping, then that quality of data is missing. That's why now people are using generative AI to generate the data instead of augmenting. We can, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights. We now move on to an exciting segment, the oral and poster presentation, a platform for researchers to showcase their innovative work. To grace this session, we are honored to have Dr. Paul Ajit Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Bishop Iber College, as our chief guest, whose contributions to the field of botany and plant biotechnology are truly remarkable. Dr. Ajit Kumar holds a PhD from Annamalai University, specializing in drought tolerance mechanism and genetic diversity in plant species. I invite Dr. Raju Sudhakar to honor our guest, Dr. Paul Ajit Kumar. Thank you, sir. We are also privileged to have Dr. S. Anushya, Assistant Professor of Botany, St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli. A strong academic background, including a PhD in plant science, she has demonstrated excellence throughout her educations, earning top ranks at the university level and receiving prestigious merits scholarship. I request Dr. Sherlyn Rosita, Assistant Professor, Department of Bioinformatics, to honor our guest. Thank you, ma'am. Students of poster presentation, kindly go to the 3rd floor CAD lab. Students, office bearers, kindly accompany the participants.
Students of oral presentation, you can remain inside the hall Poster presentation, kindly move on to the third floor, multipurpose block, CAD lab. Student office bearers, kindly guide them. Students of online presentation for poster, digital poster, kindly join in the separate link which has been posted in the WhatsApp group. Students, registered online participants for oral, please remain in this same link. The session is about to begin for oral presentation. Online presentations followed by the offline presentations.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Now audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Can I start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can I start? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to present the oral presentation. My topic is integrating bioinformatics and in vitro approaches to enable the phytopharmaceutical potentials of Malwa paliperla in the cancer treatment. Myself is Dr. Anish Ahmed. This is the overall objective. Bioinformatics approaches and in vitro architecture antioxidant assay of the pharmacological potentials of Malwa paliperla. We did the antioxidant activities, evaluate um, uh, the antioxidant bioactive present in the plant extracts. And then GCMS analysis identified key bioactive compounds which were subjected to molecular talking studies to assess their interaction with the DNA polymerase peptide, a target involved in cancer progression and chemoresistance. Also, molecular dynamic simulation confirmed stable interaction between the top-rank ligand alanine and the catalytic site of the enzyme DNA polymerase. This is the overall introduction. That is, we have selected the Malwa. It is commonly occur in our, especially in arid regions. We call referred as a mallow or cheese pea. The plant known as the wound healing properties and antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Also, the plant it is familiar, but very few reports which shows the phytochemical composition and pharmacological properties. The components present the plant extract from extract could simultaneously target multiple receptor and pathways and thereby so that treatment benefits to the patient. Together, advanced analytical chemistry and bioinformatics and computational biology have changed the way what we are thinking about the traditional medicine, and it is given the new information about the structure, function, relationship, and the bioactive spectrum of the plant bioactive compounds. Our studies involved in the exploration of the phytochemicals, composition, and the biochemical targets of the bioactive compounds present in malwa. This whole whose extract the molecular mechanism actions are not well known, and the DNA polymerase beta is the enzyme which is catalyzed these excisions under request. This is the overall study what are done. We done in determination of the antioxidant activity, that is DPPH assay, with all activities assays and liquid peroxidants assays, hydrogen peroxide. So we confirmed, and it has some bioactive compounds, and we did GCMS analysis and molecular docking. Further studies will continue with molecular simulations. So our results it shows that is proved even at 100 microgram per ml of the extract, crude extract that showed the much lower activities of the antioxidant properties. This is the overall DCMS compound. This is the gas chromatography showed that presence of numerous peaks, and so it is here available there. And then it is indicating that extract containing many compounds, which after separation then we further analysis. This is a molecular study, docking studies that is we have extracted more than 15 different type of compounds using the glide stranger models. That this is the result of the GCMS. The PubMed, we collected the database from the PubMed. So the protein which is collected from the protein database. So we have the reactor. You can see the interacting the residues. We are focusing only uh, three compounds like acetic acid or L-alanine glycine and L-alanine. It's you can say that docking scores it is 6.0 and 6.2 or 6.7. It is highly active with docking scores because we are focusing because of this mainly three residues are mainly because of it is has a catalytic function of the protein. So we go for the further molecular studies. It is like simulation and dockings, and we have said this is alanine, that is aspartic acid 190 is aspartic acid 192 and aspartic acid 256. The overall we have studied that protein restricted from retrieved from the protein database, but the mainly we have four steps involved in the protein docking studies. One is protein preparation, second is ligand preparation, third is receptor generation, and fourth is ligand docking. It is the binding interaction of the real alanine with the DNA polymerase E. Was found to be it is stabilized aspartic acid. Here stabilized by aspartic acid 190 and 192 and 256. These are we have found that result. It is there is binding interaction of del alanine and glycine with the DNA. This compound also it shows what is the stabilizing here aspartic acid, and then we go for binding interaction of acetic acids, phospholipid amino with DNA polybeta. Here also we can confirm that the aspartic acid and the other groups are binding with the residues. So we are next we go for the simulations. That is the RMSF alanine binding of DNA results showed that or fluctuation in the residues in 230 to 250 and 280 to 300. These are exactly same region of the active sites pockets wherein they don't interact with the enzymes. There were higher stuff between the residues 32 and 90. This is the overall overview of the SSE during the simulations. Detail and some secondary structure elements during the. It is also this also we have more images, but there's no time for showing everything. So this is another protein ligand conducts which occur during the course of simulations. We have to say that during the course simulation pictured the highest changes were seen certain residues such as 149, 79, arginine. So this is a continuous of our protein ligand contacts. And then we have another docking strategy we are continuing. Finally, what we say the overall conclusion, the complex, the overall plant extracts and the complex structure of having a good activity against DNA polymerase beta for anti-cancer activities. So this study is proved with the part of in vitro study, the individual compounds L-alanine having good activities against the cancer. So we can suggest that further studies and carrying on to the cancer studies. Thank you very much for your opportunities.
Thank you, Anis Ahmed, for your nice presentation. I have a small basic doubts for these studies. First of
Yes,
all,
sir.
I want to congratulate you. Then second one is,
Thank you.
why you did choose the Malva paviflora? Is there any specific significant of the plants, like
Yeah.
any medicinal values?
Yes, it is a very good question for to ask that. Because of we are in especially arid regions. Here in Malwa, we have a lot of plants. Like we have many species, but in Malwa, it is the common plant, and we have lot. So if we go for bioactive compound studies, in future we can extract easily because some plants we have endangered, we cannot extract that much of compounds. So we concentrated on this one. Yeah, what is available in the locality.
Okay. And second one is, what are the solvent you were chosen your GCMS analysis?
Yes, just we are taking that methanol extract only because crude methanol extract is we did with some references.
Did you gone through your basic phytochemical analysis?
Yes, yes, but we have already done it,
Then
and also we have more.
and another question
We
is,
don't have.
my last question is, why did you select the DNA polymerase beta? Then
cancer research.
This is mainly it is because of cancer studies. We are our residue is our compound is especially situated at DNA polymerase. So we have selected some database source. So we go for that.
Ahmad, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lot number 2, AK Amina, are you there? I repeat, lot number 2, AK Amina. Lot number 3. Lot number 3, Lakshmi Preeta.
Am I audible? Good evening, everyone. I'm Lakshmi Preeta. I'll be presenting about an infectious disease, malaria. Good afternoon to one and all present here. Designing of novel inhibitors against the drug targets PFMDR1 and PFCRT involved in malarial drug resistance. What PFMDR1 and PFCRT stands for? PFMDR1 and PFCRT. PFMDR1 stands for Plasmodium falciparum drug resistance, multi-drug resistance 1, whereas PFCRT stands for Plasmodium falciparum chloroquine resistant transporter. These two are validated drug targets of Plasmodium falciparum. They are located in the parasite's digestive vacuole, which functions as an ATP-dependent efflux pump. What happens inside the Plasmodium digestive vacuole of Plasmodium, that is the hemozoin? And since heme is a byproduct of hemoglobin, which is a toxic content, and accumulation of this heme can lead to the threatening of Plasmodium's life. So anti-malaria drugs like chloroquine, which was earlier an widely used effective drug for malaria, it interferes the digestive vacuole by preventing the detoxification of heme. Hence, the accumulation of heme inside the digestive vacuole, that concentration leads to the death of the Plasmodium parasite. So here comes the role. But in recent days, the development of resistance in Plasmodium falciparum has significantly reduced its efficiency and concentration by transporting chloroquine out of the digestive vacuole. So here comes the role of PFMDR1 and PFCRT. These are transmembrane protein located in the digestive vacuole of membrane malarial parasite, and their role lies in reducing or breaking the ability of the parasite to pump chloroquine out of its digestive vacuole, reducing the drug's ability to and the concentration within the vacuole and decreasing its effectiveness. So the aim of this research work is to predict more potential drugs, potential inhibitors that can be targeted against PFMDR1 and PFCRT. Here are the materials and methodologies. This is the workflow of our work. Like from 4 different databases, I've collected almost 3 lakh compounds. One is set up and prediction of potential inhibitors are done. For complete analysis, we undergo principal compound analysis and binding free energy was calculated. These are the results. These are the results of docking and post-docking chemical compounds, anti-malarial compounds screened for PFMDR1. So phosphorylation is the benchmark. This is already a known drug for malaria. And my top 3 potential inhibitors are curcumin, quercetin, and camphorol. So glide score is docking score, X score is the predictor binding affinity, gold score is again the docking fitness score obtained from gold software. Then hydrophobic interaction, non-bonded contact, hydrogen bonds and interacting residues were calculated from Lick-Plot interaction. These are the compounds screened, virtual screen against PFMDR1. Moving on to PFCRT. Results for PFCRT. The 2D interactions are Lick-Plot interaction from which the hydrogen bond was calculated, hydrophobic bonds were calculated, interacting residues and non-bonded were calculated. The right side 3D images are Lick-Plot interactions, the Lick-Plot visualization. The right side is pi-mol visualization where we can see that the ligand is bounded at the active sites or the pockets of protein. These are results for PFMDR1. Similarly for PFCRT, Lick-Plot interactions and pi-mol visualization. Then MD simulation results. Molecular dynamic simulation was set up for 100 nanoseconds for the top 3 compounds screened against PFMDR1. So here we can see RMSD, that is root mean square deviation, which gives the average distance between atomic positions. And it ranges from 0.25 to 0.6 nanometers in 100 nanoseconds. Overall, protein, then the benchmark phosphorizin and top 3 compounds were run on MD simulation, and what we observe in this graph is there are almost same wavelength, no much deviation can be seen. Hence we can predict that our top 3 ranked compounds have stable energetic value and are stable complex with protein. And then we go RMSF. RMSF is root mean square fluctuation, which gives per residue fluctuation during a simulation. And here similarly with protein, benchmark and the top ranking 3 compounds were again simulated in the same graph to observe the changes if any compound is fluctuated more or so that we can find the protein ligand complex. But we observe that almost they show the same wavelength, hence we can predict that it is also of the same fluctuation, means it is also stable. All those 3 complex. Then radius of gyration. Radius of gyration, from that we can find the compactness of the protein ligand complex, how tightly or loosely they are bound.
Excuse me, T. Lakshmi Preeta. You just go to conclusion part. kindly go to the conclusion part.
What I conclude here is that the top four compounds that I've taken are bioactive molecules identified from the methanolic plant extract and are based on experimental studies. These are screened against the two target proteins PFMDR1 and PFCRT. And the top potential inhibitors against PFMDR1 are camphorol, quercetin, and curcumin. Similarly, for PFCRT are camphorol, curcumin, quercetin, and carnosic acid. These compounds are showing better results than the currently available drug chloroquine.
Once again, nice presentations. I have two questions here. One is, why did you choose the methanolic extract for your research? And what about other, solvents like ethanol or butanol, non-polar and polar solvents? One of my questions. Second one, in your results, there are a significant inhibition in carcinogenic acid by the PFCRT. What about your justification in PFCRT? These are my questions. Kindly give your explanation.
Sir, my work is based on virtual screening and all online softwares like MD simulation, principal component analysis, binding free energy calculation, and molecular dynamic simulation, including docking results. This plant extract was done by my co-author, Vikas Yadav. Sir, it is his choice to go with methanolic plant extract.
Yes. Is there any significance of this methanolic extract? That's why I'm asking.
No, sir. Availability of the compound he went.
Okay. Okay. Carry on just.
Sir, and next question, what was it, sir, for PFCRT?
Yes. That PFCRT have a inhibitor reaction in the carcinogenic acid, carcinosic acid.
Carnosic acid.
Yes. What is your justification?
Inhibitor for carnosic acid. I could not get you, sir.
Here there are two results, one PFMRDA and another PFCRT.
Yes,
but,
sir.
There is no inhibition against carnosic acid in PFMRD.
Yes, because docking score for PFMDR1 against PFMDR1 carnosic acid was less than the benchmark. It should be greater than, then only I can go for further analysis, no?
Okay.
My docking score was less than, like it was around 1.36. So I could not take it for further analysis.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dear participants,
Audible, ma'am? Are we audible? Yeah, we'll start the Sunday.
Dear participants, kindly adhere to the time of 5 minutes presentation and 2 minutes discussion.
Good afternoon to all. This is me, Srinidhi Tyagarajan from 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am, you can start your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. This is Srinidhi Tyagarajan from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Trichy. We are from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, second year. Our project is stress direction and stress record tracking using pupillary metric data. So, Our problem statement is AI-driven stress reduction. Stress is a major health issue, especially in high-risk professionals such as healthcare, law enforcement, and aviation. Nowadays, people in the software sector are also suffering from that. Early and accurate stress detection can improve intervention strategies and overall well-being. So, what is our main objective is to develop a MLP-based model, which is multi-layer perceptron model for stress prediction using pupil dilation and physiological signals. And we are going to pre-process data and evaluate performance using standard metrics. And also our goal is to enhance accuracy for applications in health and high-risk professionals. So what are we trying to give as a proposed solution is capture pupil dilation image using a camera. So we have took some data sets and we are training an ML model, which is an MLP classifier on a data set containing physiological data to classify stress levels. And our goals and objectives of this is to build a machine learning model that analyzes pupil size to determine stress level, and also to train and model data sets with a multiple biometric indicators such as a galvanic skin indicator and other indicators. And also develop a non-invasive system for stress monitoring. And our key objective is to capture and pre-process pupil image and train an NLP model labeled stress data and to deploy a real-time stress classification system.
So, like our methodology is that we are going to provide input through a pupil, through a USB camera, which will be placed in the inside frame of the glasses. So, our pre-processing is that like we convert that image to grayscale to detect the pupil boundary and extract the exact pupil size. Then we will do a feature mapping, which would like we have trained some data set which have features like heart rate, cortisol, skin conductance, etc. Which should take those features and classify which pupil is a stress pupil, which pupil is a normal pupil. Then we will use the MLP classifier to detect the extracted pupil size is stress or not. Then the output would be a predicted stress level based on the pupil dilation of the user. So a sequence diagram is that first the user would wear a glass which would have a camera facing to the each of the eye of the user. Then the camera will capture the pupil image. Then our system will pre-process and extract the pupil diameter. Then the extracted pupil diameter would be passed to the MLP model, which would classify the stress level, and the user can see the displayed output in their mobile device. So the hardware we are using is that. So our technology stack is based on hardware and software. So in hardware we are using USB camera, which is a basilar AC 8240 120 frame camera, and an IR illumination to project the image of the pupil. Then we are using STM32, which is an embedded processing system which would easily run TensorFlow in the on the go. Then for software development, we are using programming language Python, and we are using other libraries such as for real-time data processing. We are using OpenCV, and for the other data classification and model development, we are using TensorFlow and Keras, and for deployment, we are using Flask framework, which is a front-end framework. Next, the use case of this project is mainly for mental health monitoring. So, like if we have like a IT sector where there are like 500 to 700 employees, there are many cases where the employees are very stressed and usually that doesn't go well. So, like we can make a system where the stress level of the employees would be detected by using the glasses which they would wear. Then for workplace productivity, it suggests like we can monitor the cognitive load, and then we can reduce the load for the workers who are there in the IT sector. And for security and defense, we can use it in defense-based system where we can detect the stress level of each soldier and detect whether they are in danger or not. Then next, our unique features. So our unique features is that we are using a non-invasive single sensor approach. So like our glasses does not require any special type of installation. We just need you just put the glasses on and then it's on. That's it. So it uses a MLP classifier which is trained on biometric indicators. Next, then we have real-time processing for stress classification. So our team responsibility are Rasimji, who's in image processing and feature extraction, and myself in data collection and system deployment, and Vaishnavi in model training and evaluation. So our future work would be like we will improve the model accuracy by collecting diverse by pupil data sets from different ethnicity people, and we will optimize the real-time performance using AI. So now we are gonna do the demonstration of the project.
So we have, by using emotional monitoring data, sir, we have created a small demo model for this. So let me run it for you.
Dear participant, kindly conclude your presentation soon. Your time is over already.
Okay, ma'am. So we have brought in 1 minute. So this is a demo.
Demonstration will be like it's a little bit problem in that. So like our project is this amazing.
This is a project, ma'am. Our demonstration didn't work.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
thank you.
Any doubts, ma'am?
Thank you once again for the nice presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Lot number 5, Jayalakshmi.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I am Amina Shahnas from the Department of Botany, ST Hindu College. I am here to present my preliminary work on antibacterial study of Zizipus marussiana with using different solvent leaf extract. Nature enriches our world by providing essential resources, but diseases challenges both the human and other organisms, right? So many effective medicines come from plants, often inspired by traditional folk remedies. So this heritage not only reflects our cultural wisdom, but also highlights the importance of incorporating nature's healing gift into the modern healthcare. So the use of different parts of medicinal plants like leaf, stem, fruit, flower, etc., was practiced to cure specific ailment, evidently due to the presence of bioactive compounds in it. So, what are the bioactive compounds? They are the secondary metabolites available in plants: alkaloid, terpenoid, steroid, etc. So, many of the drugs currently in use have been isolated from natural resources based on the information about the curative agent in folklore medicine. So, here I have selected one of the traditionally important medicinal plant belong to the genus Ziziphus. So the Ziziphus belongs to the family Rhamnaceae, comprises of about 40 species, usually distributed in warm and temperate and subtropical regions. These species are traditionally used as a medicine for digestive disorders, urinary troubles, diabetes, skin infection, diarrhea, fever, bronchitis, etc. Some of the important medicinal species of Ziziphus are Ziziphus jujuba, Ziziphus marushiana, Ziziphus pneumolaria, Ziziphus xylopyrus, Ziziphus oxyphila, and Ziziphus enocholia. So, this is the habit showing the Ziziphus marushiana tree. In English, it is commonly known as Indian jujube or Indian plum or bear. Tamil name is Ilande Maram or Nati Ilande. Coming to the description of this plant, is originally native to India, but widely naturalized in tropical regions from Africa to Afghanistan. The use of Ziziphus marushiana in India can be tracked back as early as 1000 BC. So it has a spiny evergreen shrub or tree up to 15-meter high with a trunk diameter of 14 centimeter or more in diameter, with wide spreading crown with stipular spines and many drooping branches. The leaves are alternative, ovate or oblong, elliptic with 3 prominent veins at the base and 1.8 to 3.8 centimeter wide. The flowers are yellow petal and usually 2 or 3 in leaf axils. So these quick growing trees start producing fruits within 3 years. The fruit vary in shapes and size. They can be round or oval in shape and size and can be small as 1.8 to 2.5 centimeter for the wild trees. So the fruits and both the flesh texture and the taste are reminiscent of apple. These are the spines, unripened fruit, ripened fruit, and seeds of Ziziphus marushiana. Usually the stem is with drooping branches of zigzag pattern. So in my study, the leaves were collected for the antimicrobial study. Going to the materials and method. So the fresh leaves were collected and washed thoroughly with the water and shade dried for 7 days and ground into fine powder for further analysis. After for the preparation of plant extract for the antimicrobial activity, 10 gram of dried plant powder was taken, and 60 ml of selected solvent was immersed in the 60 ml of selected solvent and incubated for 48 hours in a mechanical shaker. So after this maceration process, it is filtered through the muslin cloth and centrifuged at 8000 rpm for 15 minutes and filtered through the Whatman filter paper, and the extraction was stored for further studies at 4 degrees Celsius. So the antimicrobial activity has been done in aqueous extract, ethanol, ethyl acetate and diethyl ether, and it was determined by the disk diffusion method. The Kebab method was followed for the antimicrobial activity. The gram-negative bacteria Klebsiella pneumoniae, Proteus vulgaris, and positive bacteria Bacillus subtilis, Staphylococcus aureus were selected for the study. The antimicrobial assay was done by the following methods. The plates were prepared by sterilization, and the pH was maintained.
Sorry for the interpretation.
Yes.
Your time has over. So please conclude your presentation as soon as possible.
So here, During my the antibacterial study, in the different extract, the ethanol extract shows the maximum growth inhibition zone comparing with the other extracts. In Klebsiella pneumoniae, the Klebsiella pneumoniae and Proteus vulgaris and Staphylococcus aureus, the growth inhibition zone was higher than the other solvents. This is the graph showing the antibacterial activity and the plate showing the antimicrobial effect. So the coming with the conclusion, the problem of microbial resistance become a serious concern. Considering this, the ethanol extract of Cyzipus mauritiana shows the satisfactory result near to the control amic acid. The maximum growth inhibition was detected against the gram-negative bacteria, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Proteus vulgaris, and bacteria Staphylococcus aureus. The amikacin injection is usually used for the serious bacterial infection for which other medicine may not work. So, however, it also causes some side effects like hearing loss, sense of balance, and kidney damage. So, in my study, the ethanolic leaf extract of Cyzipus mauritiana shows the higher growth inhibition zone than the antibiotic drug amikacin. So, it could be further studied in pharmacological approach to finding the effective drug without side effect. So, my future aspect is isolating and characterizing the bioactive compounds, evaluating for safety and toxicity profiles, investigation the mechanism of action and potential synergies with the current antimicrobial agent, and developing the formulation to enhance the efficacy and bioavailability. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Here I need a clarification from your side. First, just go to the conclusion slide. Kindly go to the conclusion slide. So here I have a doubt in your studies, the maximum growth inhibitions, detected against gram-negative bacteria compared as gram-positive bacteria. What about your idea regarding that maximum growth or inhibition observed in the gram-negative compared to the positive? What is your idea or what is your opinion?
Can I hear once more, sir?
Your results shows like that maximum growth of inhibitions it's against gram negative bacteria. Here you used two things, gram negative and then gram positive, but your results show the gram negative bacteria. So what is your opinion for this question?
So here the gram positive bacteria also it shows the higher growth inhibition zones, a slight gradation with the diethyl ether. So that's what I mentioned only the sorry, I not mentioned the Bacillus subtilis, but for both, I'm concluding. But for both positive and negative bacteria, the ethanolic extract shows the effective zone inhibition.
Okay, and one more question is you have to selected the amikacin as a control.
Yes.
Is there any reason you have selected this?
Because it's commonly an antibiotic used for many microbial infections. So I just go with that.
Okay, but your studies, your slides doesn't have a standard valuation, standard deviations for this maximum growth inhibitions. In future, just kindly include the standard deviation.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Thank you.
Just it is my preliminary work I have presented here. So further I will go with that statistical analysis and further.
Thank you.
Thank you for suggestion. Thank you.
Lot number 6, Challapandi. I repeat, lot number 6, Challapandi.
Shall we start? Shall we Shall we start, sir? Good afternoon to all. Myself, Pandi from National College, Trichy. This is my project topic, targeting the quorum sensing LSR protein in E. coli as a computational approaches to screen the plant bioactive compound as the inhibitor of the biofilm formation in the urinary tract infection. The urinary tract infections are one of the most common bacterial infection worldwide, which is caused by the Escherichia coli. It's around 80 to 90% of the urinary tract infection is caused by the E. coli. The World Health Organization has recognized the E. coli as, especially the multi-drug resistant strains, its critical global health threat. Because of the E. coli form the biofilm formation, the complex structure to protect from the antibiotics and the immune systems. It is significantly antibiotic resistance. The traditional treatments are becoming less effective against the resistant E. coli strains. In the studies, identifying the new therapeutic targets, including the quorum sensing proteins and the plant bioactive compounds to combat the resistant E. coli strains. We are targeting the LSRRK, the target protein from the E. coli. It is responsible for the quorum sensing to communicate to the other cells to form the biofilm formation. These are my objective to discover the potential plant bioactive compound for the treatment of urinary tract infection caused by the drug resistant E. coli using the computational approaches. These are my methodologies. First, we go for the protein preparations and active site predictions, electrostatic potential prediction, ligand preparation, structural based visual screening, binding free energy calculation, selection of top compound, induced fit dogging, and molecular dynamic stimulation analysis. These are the first to go for the protein preparation using the protein prep from software of Schrödinger shoot. This is a target protein of LSRR taken from the PDP. The predicting the active site of LSR protein based on the druggable score greater than 1, it's 0.9444. It's close to the 1. And go for the electrostatic potential map binding site of protein. It is the the electrostatic target proteins are shown in the figure. The red color indicate the electropositive and red color indicate the electronegative region. These are structural based visual screening. Total we are taking the 1450 compounds from the various literature. Here we taken from the top 10 compounds based on the docking score. These are the 10 compounds, top 10 compounds. The 11th one is the already existing compound, the reported compounds. These are the binding free energy calculation using the MMGPSA. Again, the more negative value is higher binding affinity. The gibberellic acid is the higher binding affinity, minus 71.59. And go for the induced fit docking results. Induced fit docking results to analyze how the proteins are fitted with the target ligands. These are the top 10 compounds with compared to the reported compounds. The gibberellic acid is highest induced fit docking results based on the binding affinity of the ligands. These are the 2D and 3D structures of the gibberellic acids. And go for the fitting routine. Routine is another ligands, bioactive compounds. 2D and 3D structure of the routine. And Vizin is the another compound. how the compounds are interact with the proteins. And these are the hemoglobin, another ligand. These are the reported compounds. It's better binding affinity when compared to the reported compounds. These are the next go for the molecular dynamic stimulation. It's identify the structural stability and ability of the protein and target protein and bioactive compounds. These are the compared to the top 5 compounds are taken from the when compared to the A is represent the target reported compound, and other 5 are top 5 compounds. The fluctuation is when the top 5 compounds are more better than the reported compounds, it fluctuated into the 100 nanoseconds. These are the root mean square fluctuations. It's a less fluctuation when compared to the reported compounds. These are the hydrogen bond timeline contact. The A is a reported compound. Other 5 are top 5
Lot number
compounds.
6, kindly conclude fast. Your time's up.
These compounds are better results compared to the reported. These are the histogram of the different type of interaction contributions of the ligands. How the compounds are interact with amino acid residues and to the targeted proteins. The reported compounds have the initially it's lost the hydrogen and finally also he lost for top 5 compounds.
Go to the conclusion slide. Nice.
This study successfully identified the potent plant bioactive compounds, including the carbonic acids and routine, as the effective inhibitors of the LSR in the E. coli, surprising the reported compounds, the estimating docking score and binding interaction. By targeting the quorum sensing regulated pathway, these compounds demonstrate the potential to disturb the biofilm formation and compact antimicrobial resistant associated infections. These integrations of the structural-based visual cleaning and induced fit dogging and molecular dynamic stimulation provide a robust framework for evaluating the ligand-protein interaction and stability. These binding offer promising the foundation for the developing and the plant-derived anti-quorum sensing inhibitor against the biofilm mediator antimicrobial resistance is the pathogenic bacteria.
Thank you. Once again, nice presentation. Thank you.
Dear participants, kindly finish fast. You can summarize your introduction and such. So show your results detailedly and just finish within 5 minutes. Thank you.
Lot number 7, Maulishwaran.
So hi guys, good evening. Myself Maulishwar Karthikeyan. I'm from Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. So my project is about the data-driven approach of heart disease in prediction. Okay. Why I choose heart diseases? So one of the most globalizing in cities, 17% of million of people has been affected by the heart disease. So I just choose heart disease for the chronic disease sensations. So just see the overview. So in the challenges of the atmospheric pressure, so early stage cannot be predicted. So I just use the machine learning to predict the chronic disease in heart diseases. So challenges. So once again I said, the early prediction is one of the most troubling sensations. So by using this module, we can easily predict the heart disease in the previous itself. So challenges. So challenges, lack of promising. Lack of missing data can be affected to the heart disease in the current generation of our healthcare. So technologies, health monitoring and transforming healthcare. We can monitor the heart diseases and the patient's data by monitoring the complete machine learning modules. So early detection, as I previously said, early detection is one of the lack of processing going on through. So by using this module, we can easily predict the data and give the result on ongoing sets. And personalized treatment, each person has the separate heart diseases and their treatments. So by using this module, the previous data has been implemented there, and we can easily predict the patient's detail. So what are the machine learning models that has been used? There are different type of algorithms used in this module. One is random forest classifier. This model has been classify the patient's health data. And by using the random forest, the trees has been predicted, and the most overview has been predominantly visuals. And XGBoost is an gradient boost algorithm which improves the problem sensation and problem detection problems. So what we can use the random forest? By accuracy. One of the most important thing in machine learning is accuracy. The patient want to accurate results in their treatment. So by using this random forest, we can predict the accuracy and give the patient's detail. XGBoost has been getting the imbalanced data. There are a lot of imbalanced data in that kind of modules. By using this XGBoost, we can easily predict the data and get the imbalanced data lacking out. So please can you run the machine learning module? So this is the machine learning. This model has the pandas and matplot, seaborn, all kind of libraries which has been imported here. So can you kindly scroll that? So I've been give the details, cholesterol, blood pressure, what are the effects that has been occurred in the heart. Please scroll down. Fast. So I've been mentioned the accuracy matrix and the report matrix, which can be predicted the machine learning model and give to the AI. And these are the visualization codes which have been visuals the bar chart plot. So this is what the output. Have been given the patient's details, 1 to 100 patient details there. It has been visualized. So wait. So this is what the output. If a person has a heart disease, by using this module, we can easily find out it. Like prediction of the disease status is no, by counting of the cholesterol, blood pressure, and heart max rate, exercise in Agentna. By using this calculation, we can easily predict the heart rate. It's not for one person, we can calculate for every 100 persons in that data set. Thank you.
In the basic questions, I have a nice, wonderful presentation. My basic question is, why is the data set into 80 to 20? Is there any reason?
So the basic accuracy of machine learning is to 90% in every AI modules. So 80% can be given accuracy rate. So that's why I just used that. So that's why I train X and Y training module for that.
Why might XG boost is better than the random forest?
So it's not a better, it's an algorithm. The two algorithms has been used. Random forest is for classification. It has been trained the trees, and other one is for XG boost for classifying the algorithms.
But your results show like that 87 to 85, I think.
Yes, sir. Previously I mentioned that 90% is the maximum accuracy in AI. So I give the 80%. So we can give the better. For 10 people also we can give the proper result.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Lot number 8, Priyanka.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm Priyanka from Bishop Heber College, Trichy. And today I will be dealing with synchronizing computational biology and nanotechnology for gut-brain health and antimicrobial resistance management using Prosopis juliflora. So the research plan which I have taken for my study is Prosopis juliflora. So in Tamil we will call as Karvela Maram. So usually you people all know that this plant will deplete the groundwater table, right? So, but on the other hand, it has got various benefits, like it can even use to cure various chronic diseases. So I took that point and I thought to add little more value to the plant by deriving nanolignoscellulose from the plant and using them as the carrier vehicles for treating gut dysbiosis as well as the gut-brain health, for enhancing gut-brain health. So moving into the topic. Okay, so each and every part of the plant has got its own significance. So I have given the taxonomy, and yeah, this phrase actually signifies the Prosopis juliflora. So it is invasive, but it has got incredible properties like we can derive lignocellulosic biomass, we can modulate gut using this plant, and it can also be used to treat neurodevelopmental deformities, and it can be used as a nano drug carriers, as a prebiotic source, and the global threat, and also to combat the global threat, which is antimicrobial resistance. So now, let me briefly describe my research hypothesis. So this is the plant which I have taken for my study. So I have to derive the nanolignoscellulose from the plant and use those nanolignos from the plant to encapsulate one probiotic bacteria, which is Lactococcus lactis. So this is the trihydroxyflavone, which I have extricated from the GCMS analysis of the plant. So what my research hypothesis suggests is, so this probiotic bacteria will release the antimicrobial peptides, which is niacin. So ultimately, it will degrade or disrupt the lipid 2 of the bacterial cell wall synthesis, and ultimately it will target the MRSA. So on the background of my research study, this is the thing. So initially, usually doctors will advise the pregnant women to take antibiotics. So frequent exposure of antibiotics, what happens is there is a depletion of good microbiota in the pregnant women, and there is the increased prevalence of pathogenic bacteria. So the pathogenic bacteria which I have encountered is MRSA. So MRSA is nothing but methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. So it is a antimicrobial resistant strain. That is, even though you give more antibiotics, it will not respond to it. So what I thought to do is, so I thought to, I have found out two significant proteins which are responsible for rendering antimicrobial resistance, which is SSP and penicillin binding protein 2A. So these two are the key proteins which are involved in rendering antimicrobial resistance. So I have added one cysteine inhibitor, because this SSP is a cysteine protease, so I have added one inhibitor to it, so that it will directly go and inhibit this SSP, and ultimately it will, so the host, ultimately it will be safe from the infection. So this THF, right, derived from the plant, is also used to target this antimicrobial resistance by directly inhibiting the penicillin binding protein 2A. So all these studies I have, preliminary works I have done, but preliminary in silico studies also I have done, so to identify all these interactions. Next slide. Yeah, this is the overall work plan. Yeah, this is, yeah, but before slide. Yeah, initially I have taken all parts of the plant and I have derived the extract from the plant using the Soxhlet extraction, and this is the heat map which I have, the phytochemicals I have screened using all different parts of the plant by using polar and less polar solvents, aqueous and ethanol. So from the bioactive profiling, I could see the aqueous extract was found to be more significant. So later I have done the bioactive compound screening using GCMS and FTIR analysis. So from that I could see nearly 20 different bioactive compounds were found to be present in my extract. So later I have done the in silico thing, which is networking pharmacology. So from that I could see my plant, that is Prosopis juliflora plant, has been associated with two significant things. So one is neuroprotective genes, as well as it is also related with inflammatory gut diseases. So I could prove this from the networking pharmacological studies. So I have also done some in vivo validation studies using zebrafish as the animal model and nanolignocellulose, and I have characterized the thing, and some in silico validation studies for my drug carrier, which is nanolignocellulose. The PPA networking I have done to identify the hub genes, which is penicillin binding protein 2A and SSP. So later I have done the docking studies for ligand protein as well as the peptide protein docking. So from all these docking studies and peptide docking also, I could see the interactions were found to be promising. So later I have, next stage I have to do the validation studies more by using molecular dynamics, etc. So to conclude, so this plant, Prosopis juliflora, is actually a environmental unfriendly plant. So this study is focused to prove its therapeutic potential in curing various ailments. So preliminary works have been completed. So I am yet to do the remaining work.
So wonderful work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lot number 9, Hari Kishore.
Down arrow next slide varo. Down arrow. Suppose mark venna and the light idu panninga.
So good evening everyone. Myself Hari Kishore, second year BC Biotechnology student at Vijaypur College. My study focus on metabolic profiling to developing gut therapy with biochar induced soil. So this focus on the South Indian indigenous variety rice, indigenous white Kartianum. It is a unique variety which grows on the Tamil Nadu, with a sustainable waste management strategy. So my guide is Anita Margaret ma'am, associate professor. So this is a graphical abstract which is a basic understanding of the study, which focus on garden waste, which are using bioclean method. Biochar is produced, then biochar is analyzed with FTIR, XRD, SEM, and then biochar is done with crop trails. Then rice is fermented with unscreened probiotics. Then network pharmacology is done with modern rice, Andhra Punni, then with Katyanam rice. So this is introduction, rice, waste management and sustainability. So this focus on the modern farming which depletes soil fertility. So to increase with it, we have studied with the biochar, carbon-rich material. So aim of this study is to understand with biochar treatment with soil trails to enhance soil fertility and through metabolic analysis objectives. So these are the objectives of this. So these are the objectives of my study. Then materials and methods. First we have to collect organic waste, then processing with the Bricklin method, then characteristics of biomass. Then we have biochar, then bio yield was studied physical characteristics by FTIR, XRD and SEM. Then field test was done in Vengur village with this in Thiruvarambur in Tirchi. Then we measured the nutrients in soil and plant growth. Then probiotic endurance test is done, like pH, halogenic test and bile salt method. Then network pharmacology construction was done. So result and discussion. First, biochar is produced by slow pyrrolose by Bricklin method at 450 degrees Celsius with lower yield. So then these are the steps of pyrolysis. We choose slow pyrolysis to yield high biochar with high quality. Next, we perform biochar to confirm it is a carbonated source. So we have done FTIR. This is the FTIR result. So to done is to find the functional group, like hydroxyl group, hydrocarbons, alkaline, carboxyl, aromatic ring, which confirms it is a carbon source. Then we done a XRD. So this is the XRD, which is the result in the aromatic structures. So next, SEM is performed to find the macro pores in the biochar. These are the macro pores in the biochar which settle with the soil structure, then retain water effectively. So this is the field test we done in Vengur, Thiruvananthapuram, in Tirchi. So Katyanam rice was seeded in the 4 pits of plots. Day 15 initial plant growth, then day 35 replantation of Katyanam rice in this field to this field, and then day 55 and day 14 was growth evaluation was done. Then in harvesting stage was at day 116. So this is the biochar on land. This is the Vengur village. So soil nutrition analysis done to confirm how soil with biochar and soil induced with biochar to compared with soil induced biochar which can be induced in all the parameters like nutrition support. Next, crop yielding crop trials. So these are the graphs which are shown height of the plant as differ of biochar concentration. We use different concentration in the plots. So we have obtained this graph, and the root height was calculated and the shaft of the plant was different biochar was calculated. Then probiotic endurance test was done to study gut health. So pH endurance test is done. This is all the result. Halogens, also known as salinity test, was done at 600 nanometer. Then bile salt endurance test was done to study gut health. Next, network pharmacology construction was done with first GCMS to compare GCMS sample with Andhra Ponni, the modern, well-known variety, and then GCMS analysis of Cartianum rice, which we took for the study. So
Lot number 9,
this was
kindly
the-
conclude fast.
So this was the compounds where bioactive compounds were analysis. The network pharmacology insights was done with Andhra Ponni and Cartianum rice to study that CNR2 gene in Cartianum rice interacts with gut dystrophy disease, like unlike the Andhra Ponni rice. So this was to highlight the potential of the health. So this was the obtained diseases with the receptors. Then summary and conclusion. The biochar induced field was compared with the before biochar adding, which can be increased rapid production height of Cartianum rice. Then soil and probiotic tests are efficiently done that shows in gut health. And then network pharmacology of rice extracts are done. Then in conclusion, greater medicinal potential and especially in gut health. The future directions are in vivo studies in zebrafish can be carried out. So, thank you.
Thank you. Nice work you did. So my doubt is, suppose if you used in a control, we can compare it. Isn't it? How much yield you have it and how much, height and everything.
Yes, sir.
What about you have to select only 4 varieties, Andharabuni, Cartianum, like that.
Yes, sir.
But when we use the control, easily we have to collect the data from how
Yes,
much
sir.
height and then how much yield.
Sir, we are used to compare with the not induced biochar land with the induced biochar land. So easy.
But you
comparison.
didn't, show the control non-inducible.
Oh, okay, sir.
That's why my understanding.
Sorry.
But you can use that, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Lot number 10, Nitish.
Hi everyone, myself Nitish and my teammates are Samrita and Aruljodi, and we are from the Department of Bioinformatics, and our project is about identification of effective phytocompounds from Phyllanthus emblica for treating jaundice. So introduction. So jaundice. So manja kamala. So jaundice is attributed due to the elevated levels of bilirubin in our blood. And the symptoms which include is the yellowing of the skin and the whites of eye, it will turn into an yellow color. And it can spread widely in the seasons of winter times. And conditions like malaria, which can also cause jaundice. Now, several medicinal plants have been used to treat jaundice from ancient times. Now, I have taken one of the plants called as Phyllanthus emblica to identify the novel drug targets. So the aim is to identify the interactions between the phytochemicals that is found in the Phyllanthus emblica and our target protein of jaundice. So the materials and methods. First, we are gonna find the ligands which we are gonna take from Phyllanthus emblica. Then we are gonna do a pharmacophore modeling, and then we will select our target protein. Then do the docking studies, and at last we will take the ADMET and CAP properties to test the toxicity. So results and discussion. So these results, phytochemical details were taken from the database IMPAT, which is nothing but IMPAT, Indian medicinal plants. So in that database, we can find the phytochemicals that is present in the plants. So in each plant, what type of phytochemicals will be present. So for this Phyllanthus emblica, which is amla, we have taken nearly 88 phytochemicals, and in these 88, we have filtered out only 4, because only these 4 affects the jaundice, and the remaining parts are present in parts like stem and the other things. We have filtered it out. So these 4 were taken as final, and then we have done a pharmacophore modeling for these 4 compounds, and we had nearly 6 descriptors, and they were uploaded to Zinc Farmer to identify the hits. We have got nearly 21 hits, and in these 21, we have taken the top 10 hits to do the docking studies. So this is the 3D structure of capsid, target capsid protein, and the PDB ID is 2G33, which is for jaundice. And the results and discussion. So these are the top 10 hits that we have taken after the pharmacophore modeling, and we have compared with the 2 FDA approved drugs, which is ceftriaxone and cefazolin, and their binding affinities were given along with the binding scores of our 10 phytochemicals. No, sorry, along with the 10 hits. So in these 10, there are 2 compounds which will be the highlight. One is minus 8.17, and the other one is minus 6.05. Why this is better? Because the FDA approved drugs, even these 2 have only the binding affinities of minus 3.7, and the other one has minus 6.56. So in our studies, we have a compound with minus 8.17, so this is of course better. And for these compounds, we have checked the ADMET properties, which is absorption, metabolism, distribution, and excretion. And we have also checked the CYP 450, which is the toxicity test. And for these compounds, we have concluded that none of these 10 hits has any toxicity. I mean, not the adverse effects in our body. So we can take it into further analysis. So for conclusion, we can say that the compound zinc 722-200-498. So this compound can be further taken into the in vivo studies. Thank you.
Nice work, and I have a doubt. You have to select only fruit.
Yes, sir.
Fruit from Phyllanthus emblica.
Yes, sir.
Is there any significant for this one?
Yes, sir. This is based on a village who uses amla, only amla fruit. They will just peel the fruit to drink while they were having jaundice. So they have only taken the fruit. So we have.
But they never use the other plant parts.
They didn't use the other parts.
Leaves and then.
No, nothing, sir.
But usually, scientifically, what happen? No, that the leaves having more bioactive compound when compared to the fruit.
Yes, sir.
But your conclusion or your findings is slightly different. There is no issues. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Lot number 11, Jordan.
So, esteemed judges, distinguished guests, and fellow researchers, I'm Jordan Frederick J., a first-year BSc Bioinformatics student in Bishop Weber College, and under the guidance of Dr. Raja Sudhagar sir, and I'm excited to share my research with all of you today. So, my work focuses on developing an AI-powered wearable device, and that would predict the cardiac arrest risk in jet pilots. So, let's jump on the slides now. Yes. Before. So we all know that jet pilots would face an extreme condition due to physical stress. And the biggest problem they face is the high G force. So what is high G force? High G forces are the forces of gravity that pushes away the blood from the brain and heart, making the body as deoxygenator. And this pressure will cause sudden fainting, cardiac arrest, and also irregular heartbeats. So the problem is ECG cannot detect this issue. And ECGs are specially, they have been designed to detect and monitor the electrical activities of the heart. So many pilots would suffer from the autonomic nervous system dysfunction, and this cannot be detected with the help of an ECG. So the real main issue lies in the vagus nerve damage and the autonomic dysfunction, which are invisible on the heart test. So let me say what is vagus nerve. So vagus nerve is an important nerve on the autonomic nervous system, and this nerve will control the blood pressure, the heart rate, and it will also help to stabilize the heart. So if there is a damage in the vagus nerve, it is because of only two reasons. So the first reason would be nerve degeneration. So it happens due to the repeated exposure of high G forces that eventually make the nerve to become they will lose the ability to function the heart. And the second reason would be the autonomic dysfunction. So according to autonomic dysfunction, it fails to regulate the blood pressure and the heart rate, and leading to an unstable heart. So because of this issue, many pilots would start to faint, and that would lead them to cardiac arrest. So let's see what's the solution for this. So I've explained because of the high G forces, the jet pilots would be at high risk. Yes, next. So to address this issue, I propose an AI-powered wearable device, and that would predict the cardiac arrest risk by analyzing and integrating the nerve width, the vagus nerve width, the vagus nerve function, and also the blood pressure variability rate. Yes, so how these three factors will contribute to the heart rate. So the first factor is what? Vagus nerve width. So for a healthy individual, you will find the vagus nerve will have a normal thickness, and that will allow strong signals to send through it. And if a nerve is damaged or weakened due to the nerve degeneration, it will reduce its ability to function properly. And the second factor is vagus nerve function. So if a vagus nerve loses its function, the heart rate may become too slow. Right, and what's the condition is called? It's called bradycardia. And that eventually leads to cardiac arrest and also sudden fainting. And the third factor is BPV, so blood pressure variability. So blood pressure variability will measure how much blood pressure changes over time. And for a healthy vagus nerve, the blood pressure will be stable, whereas for a weakened or damaged nerve, the blood pressure will have an extreme fluctuations. So, yes, next slide. Yes, so this will be the world's first AI-powered wearable device, and that would predict the cardiac arrest via the vagus nerve health by monitoring it, and also the blood pressure variability. So there are three key parameters used for this device. Yes, next slide. So the first parameter would be the ultrasound transducer. So this transducer will help to measure the nerve width and detect the autonomic dysfunction priorly. And if a person is having a nerve degeneration, you can detect priorly and you can prevent from it, right? And the second parameter would be the photoplethysmography sensor. So this PPG sensor will track the blood pressure and heart rate. And the third sensor would be the ECG sensor. So in ECG sensor, it will measure the heart rate variability, and that is a key indicator for vagus nerve function. So generally, HRV will determine how well the autonomic nervous system is functioning and controlling the heart. Right, and the fourth sensor would be the cuffless BPV sensor. And this BPV sensor, generally, it will track the blood pressure fluctuations, variability, and to detect the autonomic dysfunction. So overall, this device, generally, it will collect the data from these sensors, and it will interpret with the help of the AI, and AI system will compare the pilot's reading and with the normal databases, that means the database of healthy individuals and the high risk individuals. So to conclude that, this would be the the world's first AI-powered device, wearable device, that would predict the cardiac risk chances before, and you can diagnose it and prevent it. And this is the first method that can be detected with the help of via the vagus nerve, which cannot be detected by with the ECG. So thank you.
Lot number 12, Kamali.
Good evening, everyone. I'm myself Kamali and my teammate Basha. Today, I'm going to present on AI approaches for neurological diseases. The presentation is based on insights from various review papers and review papers, and it gives the overview of AI approaches for for better neurological diagnosis. So let's see the introduction. Neurological diseases like Alzheimer disease, tumors, and stroke leads to global causes and death. And MRI, which provides a high resolution imaging, so which is accessing this neurological conditions, and manual interpretation of MRI is time consuming and varies from observers. So using AI enhances MRI diagnosis and improve accuracy and efficiency. So the challenges: first, inter-observer variability. So MRI interpretation leads to inconsistent diagnosis, so affects the treatment decision. Second, time constraint. Time constraint means the lengthy process of MRI interpretation can delay the diagnosis and treatment. Third, expertise gaps. So variability in radiologist training and experience results in misdiagnosis, especially in rare and complex diagnosing. So AI in brain MRI analysis. So AI models automate features such as extraction, classification, segmentation in abnormal neurological conditions. So methods like deep learning, self-supervised learning enhances these diagnoses, and explainable AI, which builds trust in AI-assisted diagnosis. Foundation model. So foundation model, brain imaging, adaptive core, so which uses self-supervised learning to enhance data utilization in MRI scans. Then the foundation model shows strong performance with minimal fine-tuning for making efficient for clinical use. Then the brain IAC consistently works better than traditional supervised models. So enhanced brain tumor detection. So efficient NetB2 is a type of conventional neural network. So it's achieving a high classification accuracy. It includes techniques like cropping, contrast equalization, and homomorphic filtering. So which is used to enhance the brain tumor detection. Then AI for dementia diagnosis and prognosis. Neural network outperforms better than traditional models in distinguishing Alzheimer diseases. Then combining AI, MRI and PET imaging enhances the accuracy in dementia-related conditions. Then the lack of validation possesses challenges for AI in dementia diagnosis. Then these are the AI techniques involved in explainable AI. It includes LIME, SHARP, decision trees, random forest, etc. The importance of explainable AI in diagnostic radiology includes making AI trustworthy and improving accuracy for diagnostic results. Then supportive for
legal and ethical conditions. So the future directions, integrating AI with MRI-based imaging provides better results. Then establishing guidelines for data privacy and accountability. Then continuous model improvement for learning and adaptive AI models. So in conclusion, AI is transforming MRI, making it faster, more accurate, and efficient. Then it doesn't replaces clinicians, it enhances. Thank you.
Okay, ma, thank you. Nice.
Lot number 13, Kanishka.
Good evening, everyone. We are here to explain about ethnobotanical study and formulation of effective polyherbal syrup to treat respiratory infection. And here the aim, this formulation of syrup aims to have therapeutic properties. These flowers has the capable to reduce the respiratory infections such as cold and cough and mild congestion in the introduction part. Here we just collected the flowers like hibiscus, jasmine and ixora and periwinkles. And these are the methods. We just collect the flowers from our college, Bishop Weber College, and these flowers are authenticated by St. Joseph College. And these are the advantages that they do not contain pesticide and herbicides. And then cleaning of flowers, the next step is we just clean the flowers after the collection by removing the unwanted parts like stems, and then dry. We just dry the flowers to remove the moisture content to prevent from spoilage. And then choice of solvent. Here we chosen a solvent as a butanol, the butyl alcohol is a C4H9OH and formula. And we perform oxalate, and then remaining he will explain.
So next we see about the phytochemical analysis. Phytochemicals are the bioactive compounds present in the plant, which helps the plant to growth, metabolism, and defense mechanism. It can be categorized into two groups, namely primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. We focused on the secondary metabolites because secondary metabolites has higher medicinal and pharmaceutical values. These are the phytochemicals present in our extract: proteins, flavonoids, polysterols, steroids, quinones, and vitamins. And next, we perform an antibacterial assay by disc diffusion method and also with the well diffusion method. The first, we prepare a Muller-Hinton agar plate, and then we spread the bacterial culture over the plate. And in disc diffusion method, we place a sterile disc and load the extract with a different concentration. And in the well diffusion method, we make a well with a gel puncture. We make a gel puncture and load the sample at a different concentration. We incubated the plate at 35 to 37 degrees Celsius for 18 to 24 hours. After the incubation, we measure the zone, the zone which surrounds the well, which indicates that our extract has a capacity to inhibit the growth of the microorganism like Pseudomonas.
So next we have performed GCMS. So
we usually perform GCMS to analyze the bioactive compounds. We usually obtain 10 bioactive compounds, in which we have the predominant compound as pyrrole carboxylic acid. It has antiviral and antibacterial and anti-inflammatory activity, so it is very useful for our study. So next, we formulated the syrup. We basically used sugar, water, honey, lime juice, and preservatives such as sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate also has the property to kill or inhibit the activity of bacteria and fungus. And we used flavoring agents like cinnamon and mint. Next, the procedure. We extracted the flask by using a Soxhlet method. We grinded the flask and used a Soxhlet. Then syrup preparation. We added the syrup which is prepared by the base components and base ingredients with the extract we obtained from the flour. Then filtration and bottling. We filtered it and bottled it. So that's it. So that's the result we obtained. The flask to provide relief from the respiratory issues such as cough, throat irritation, and mild infections.
Nice work. And then I have some questions and doubt also. The first thing, why are you selecting the flowers alone? In a plant, there are so many parts, plant parts like a root, a shoot, and then leaves, bark. But you choose flowers, only flowers. What is the purpose you selected the flower parts?
There is a lot of research people available working on plants, so we chosen.
Based on the literature. Huh?
Yeah, yes.
And one more question is, so usually how many solvents you are did your research? How many solvents? Did you use ethanol?
Butanol, sir.
Butanol only.
Butanol alone, sir.
Why you are selecting butanol alone?
Because it has a capacity to kill microbes and it will have the capacity to dissolve the phenolic compounds.
In other way, it is a toxic chemical. Yeah. If you select the syrup or you are preparing syrup it may be toxic. So okay, so this is my suggestion. Don't take the negative way. Okay, this is your research. Okay, it's my suggestions and then my doubt. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Lot number 14, Aarti.
Good evening to all. Myself Menaka and my teammate Aarti from the Department of Biotechnology, and our project is about GCMS and molecular docking of Acalypha indica against eczema under the guidance of Dr. Cynthia. First, introduction. We all know that plants are used for food and also to treat illness. In traditional practices like Ayurveda, Unani, and Siddha uses some plants to treat diseases. Likewise, Acalypha indica is also a plant which is reported to be a anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, and it is used to treat some asthma, ulcer, and other skin diseases. Aim. The major aim is to treat eczema by using Acalypha indica with the help of a computational tool called molecular docking. What is eczema? Eczema is a type of a chronic skin disease which may cause the inflammation and itchiness and dry skin, and it is caused by a genetic disorder or by an environmental factor, and it usually affects the infants and adults. It cannot be curable, but it can be treated. Flagellum. Basically, our skin is a protective barrier which may separate the internal and external part of the body. If Flagellan is a structural protein which is used to develop the skin barrier. If the mutation occurs in a flagellan protein, it may lead to some skin diseases called atopic dermatitis. Acalypha indica. It is a plant which may grow in a tropic and the temperate regions, and it is easily available in many sites. Due to its anti-inflammatory and microbial properties, it can treat many skin diseases. So we have choose this plant and the botanical classification of Acalypha indica. Molecular docking. It plays a major role in our project because it plays a major role in molecular biology. It is used to design a drug on computer basis. The goal is to predict the binding of protein and ligand and the protein in its three-dimensional structure. Methods. First, we have to collect the plant material from the location, which is Tanjavur district. Next, preparation of plant extract. We need to make the leaf into powdered form, and we follow the chocolate extraction method by using 3 solvents like ethanol, methanol and benzene.
So next step is phytochemical screening. It is used to identify the bioactive component in the plant. Here we identify 8 secondary metabolites from the plant Acalypha indica. Next is we perform these 3 procedure to cross-check the properties of Acalypha indica. Next, GCMS, it is gas chromatography mass spectrometry. It is used to identify the chemical composition of Acalypha indica. Also predict phytochemical analysis, oil analysis and quality control. Next is molecular docking. Here we perform molecular docking to analyze the interaction between the protein flugerine and the ligands. So next is protein retrieval. Flugerine protein is retrieved from protein data bank database, and here we take ligand from the result of GCMS, which is taken from the PubChem database. Next is steps in molecular docking. First, we take protein structure from PDB data bank. Next, ligand structure. Next, grid box selection. Next, detect the values and run the autodock. After completing the autodock procedures, next values updated in grid box. Next, binding energy was noted and download the file from it and save it. Conclusion: we conclude that Acalypha indica was most effective against antimicrobial activity. By docking, we can analyze that 8 ligands were able to bind with flugerine protein among 16 ligands. It may help to develop a new drug as a source material. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma. Nice. Next.
Lot number 15, Catherine.
A very good evening, everyone present here. And I'm Catherine from Biotechnology Department of Bishop Weber College. And here is my topic, evaluating a potential benefits of methanolic extract of, there is one thing here. Using a natural for things like this Sycamber citricus and Citricus artanium is used to formulate our health drinks. So now this world is running so fast, yes, right? And here is some lack of food intake also. So when we consume health drink related to this is lemongrass and chickpeas. Chickpeas is generally it has many more beneficial things. So it has been taken and used to formulate the health drink. It's an organic way to prevent the health benefits. So when there is a lack of protein and fiber presence in the body possesses many things like health, digestive health problems and diabetes, like chronic chronic diseases like diabetes, mellitus, and cancers, and heart diseases such as. So lemongrass helps to, it's a natural compound which has been available in our area. Using this lemongrass as a main ingredient in our health drink, we can use to consume daily process. So docking studies has been done using a Primox and visualized by the Pymol studies. And it is a protein which has been taken from a gut microbiota, where this protein helps to dock with one of the compound derived from the lemongrass extract. And the binding affinity of this docking study is -4.7, and the binding efficiency here is threonine is being docked, and it is being used to bind this ligand. So, in a conclusion, what I tell is, in daily consumption of food materials, like food has a medicine and medicine has a food, we are taking this, formulating this lemongrass and chickpeas together as an ingredient in health drinks, so that consuming daily can increases a gut microbiome. This protein which we have selected is present in our gut, which helps us to bind to support the immune system, so that we have been seen.
Okay, nice presentation. I have a doubt. First of all, when you use the plant name in your title or topic, use the italics in both species and then genus. No, here there only the italics used in species. Okay, you can use it. This is my first suggestion. Second one is, when we use the methanolic extract.
Yes, sir. I can understand what you're telling.
Yeah.
Actually, methanol is used. Actually, my preliminary study was not like that. I have planned for another thing, but unfortunately, I have ended with this. But methanol is being evaporated by the heat evaporation. Since it is a boiling capacity is below 96 and below boiling point, it has been evaporated. With the bioactive components, aqueous water is being used as to formulate this health drinks. Yes, sir.
That's all, sir.
With that, we conclude the first day of AICID 2025. Let's reconvene tomorrow for another insightful day of discussions and discoveries. Thank you.